Yeah, no, I, like, got in contact. We hung out, like, a couple of times over the summer, and I was like, we're gonna live together, we're gonna love our life, and then we started living together, and I was like, okay, I'm scared.
Me, yeah, because, like, I was supposed to have a completely different roommate, and then she contacted me and was like, hey, so Plymouth messed up. I was supposed to be rooming with my friend, and then they, like, gave me a random roommate. Why don't you room with the girl that she is supposed to be rooming with? And so that girl became part of my, like, roommate thing, and at the time it was only me and her in a triple. And then all of a sudden I see this girl that I went to high school with a part of my thing.
That alone is stressful.
I lived in Geneva, and it was just crazy. Like, I knew not so many people, but, like, I remember there was, like, big group chats that, like, from orientation, and then after orientation, you, like, start talking to everyone, and then I, like, started living in Geneva, and I was like, wait, I know you, but then, like, it got awkward, because, like, you don't know them as, like
on a personal level.
Yeah, you know, like, you talk to them, you quote-unquote, like, talk to them all summer, and then you, like, see them in person, and you're like, wait, I actually don't know you. Like,
I don't recognize them.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, you know, and then, I don't know, it's also just so weird, like, making friends in college. You're like, what's your major? Where are you from?
Oh, the same exact question. Like
every single time. I mean, even now, like, as a junior, I still am like, so where are you from?
So where are you from?
They're like, I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like the academic pressures too, coming in was just completely different from high school for me. Like, my high school was always like, oh, this is how things are going to be in college, you need to be prepared for it, and then it was completely different when I showed up.
No, I 100% agree. I was in high school, and they were like, this is not going to fly in college. Yeah. And then more is flying in college than high school, and it's just a big change.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like, for my classes, when I first started, I would skip a lot of classes, and I didn't, like, really see the value of showing up when there wasn't, like, an attendance policy. Because through high school, it was, like, super, super rigid, and that actually led to a lot more stress. Because, like, I was missing a lot of important stuff by not showing up. And the professors kind of, like, funneled me into a more structured, like, position with it, where, like, if I didn't show up, I wasn't holding myself accountable. So, I just made sure that I was there more often, and then it reflected in my grades, for sure.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Attendance they're like, oh, it's not graded, but it, like, it's low-key graded. It's low-key graded. Yeah, no, my freshman year I took 8 a.m.s, and if someone could go back and look me in the face and say, girl, you're not, don't do that. You're never gonna want to do that.
I just felt like it was all overwhelming, you know? That's kind of why
yeah, especially like first day of classes, you don't know anybody. It's not like you see like a familiar face yet, and you go into the class and there's a professor now, so it's not even a teacher, which it's just a title, but you still feel like that person's like so much higher up than I feel like a teacher.
And there's like pre-made like social circles too. When you walk into the room, you have people that are already like with 3 or 4 different people that they know already.
Yeah.
And like for me, I would walk into the classes by myself, right? So like, I don't know, going in there and seeing that people already were making friends was intimidating to me, so I sat by myself. But yeah, no, those like first classes, when you're forced into those group projects and stuff, that's where I like really started making friends.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. I feel like they do really good with that too. Like having so many of like the first year classes being so group oriented.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like it can be like as the year kind of progresses, like or like starting a new semester, it can definitely be very interesting when it comes to like the type of class. Like for example, for like this class itself, it's like kind of like a business like type of class in a way, and going in, I'm like a CJ major, so it's like when I came into this class, I only knew like 2 people in the class, and I remember being like there on the first day and like just hearing a bunch of people talking to each other, and I'm like, I feel like everybody knows each other, and I'm just here like, hey, you know, like coming from a different major. So sometimes it can feel that way, even just like taking classes like throughout your years, not just your first year too.
Yeah, no, I started out as an elementary education major.
Oh,
and
wow.
now I'm a business admin major. So, like, once I switched it, I took, like, a lot of, like, math classes first because, like, everyone needs, like, a math or, you know, whatever. So, like, I started taking that and I, like, knew a bunch of people. And then I started taking, like, business classes and I knew nobody. But everyone in business knows everyone.